Alrighty, I think we might be live and alive. Give me a couple of seconds here. Hey, it's been a hot second since we streamed. I know. Things got a little bit hectic in the life for a little while there. It happens. But we're doing better. We're doing good. We are playing a video game. Can't can't complain if you're doing that. Well, actually, you can. You can do it quite a lot. In fact, I think playing video games is one of the number one things people complain about. One of the few activities that causes the most complaining. Proportional, of course. But we are here. We're doing a full release of Everything is Crab. We liked that game. We found it cute and enjoyable. So we're going to do a run or two, see if we can get some fun, unique builds, play around with it. We probably will be not streaming quite as much as we did before, because I'm going to try to focus on the old YouTube a bit more, turning some of these streams into playing and writing a few scripts and getting a couple of more essay videos, because we have two channels. One channel is more of a serious semi-serious review slash sorry, yawning. A pop culture kind of analysis, standard YouTube essayist bullshit. But the other one's just going to be some kind of small, games, new games, demos, stuff like that. So we got a pretty big backlog of stuff that I do actually need to get through and probably will never ever actually get through. But we played a little bit here. Not a ton, mind you. We played a bit. Really, this was only about like 4 or 5, like 6 or 7 good runs or so to get to this point. But yeah, we're here. We're going to do pressure 6. We're going to play through, see if we can beat it. And yeah, this is Everything is Crab. The theme of this, if you are somehow coming across this and not realizing or not knowing, is it's kind of like a Vampire Survivors evolutionary style game to where you kill things, get XP. You select, again, character traits. Those character traits change your character model, give you new abilities, and you slowly evolve and try to become the dominant creature on the map until you kill and eat everything. So, right now we have a splicing opportunity. It allows you to choose a couple of things right here. This is actually going to be probably one of the better ones because the alphas give you more stuff to eat, and they give you some useful upgrade materials. Specializations are unique little alternative aspects to your skills, so they diverge into two paths or something like that. So you can have a beak that does an attack damage thing, and then the specialization allows the beak either to be able to attack and uproot certain like holes on the ground that certain monsters can hide in, or it allows it to I think pierce the armor of certain monsters. So you can pick either or, and there's various specializations to all the skills, or most of the skills. But I think what we'll do, even though that is actually rather nice, this one right here guarantees the third level up will be a legendary evolution, which is... it's kind of nice. It ain't bad. Let's do it. So this is it. You start as a cute little wormy amoeba looking thing. And you go around and you kill blobfish and big old floating things that do a ton of damage to you, honestly. Yeah, despite how cute the game is, yeah, it is definitely a game that you could die. You take a lot of damage. So I'm not I'm not exactly loving all of these things, but I'm gonna just pick. I probably should have picked Jaws there, but I kind of wanted a better version of Jaws. So you got rarities on the skills that you can get, and that translates to better stats for them. But Saliva is a fine enough one. It's not super useful. Now, the one problem is that guy's an elite. You would like to get him, but all they do, the little bunny rabbits, is they just run away from you. So they're super frustrating. Yeah, that's all they do. So they're very, very, very difficult to get. And sadly, that seems to be the only elites that I am finding in my little menagerie here. So we have our rarities here. None of this is actually very good. This one's okay. If you like carcinization, Jesus, that's a word. Which can increase damage of enemies, but also food rarity, the more points you have. Revenge is fine, but we'll go physical. Yeah, some abilities scale off of your physical attribute. Some do off your ability attribute. Those are your two primary damage attributes. Either ability or physical. And, you know, you kind of chill. You just kind of chill. So, hopefully we are getting some sound here. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, we are. Okay, so, and hopefully it's not too loud. So, let's see. Saliva, we already have that. This one's an okay version of Carapace. But I think we'll just keep going with the muscular tissue. And if you notice, when I got that, my little guy, he got abs. Yeah, that's right. He's pretty strong looking now, ain't he? Look at him. Look at that sexy beast. So these guys right here, a gimmick for them is that they are basically shielded until they are attacking. So the second they start attacking, you see that little line up here on the floor indicating where their attack is going to hit. That is how you kind of know, okay, where you could be, how you could dodge them. I don't really like any of these, but I'll pick Saliva just for funsies. There is a day-night cycle. It's kind of annoying because night does this to you. And then you can't see much of anything. I'm not really keen on any of these things. I'll be honest. Yeah. Like Spur gives you a little bit of an attack. It's okay. Antenna gives you a little bit of carcinogen. I'm just gonna go Spur. And Spur gives us now a secondary attack. That is going to be on our RB button. So main attack is usually is right trigger, then you have the RB, or it's L2, R2, or I'm sorry, L2, L1. God, again, not really my speed here, but we'll do Saliva. That speeds up the eating. As you can see, when you are trying to eat things, it takes a second to finish it all off. But you can eat them a little bit faster here and there. Um, no, hold on. Controller just gave out on me. That's the thing. Hey, at least it did it in a convenient menu, you know? That's all that I can say. At least it didn't give out, you know, when I was actually in the game. Just when I was in one of the menus. Oh. Okay. Oh, you know, I never actually even looked at the info here. Yeah, so it doesn't unlock anything. Doesn't ban anything. But you can see right here, so exoskeleton, you know, it unlocks a few other things like Multine. Locks you out from getting fur and scales. I don't hate these. Exoskeleton's kind of nice. The plating and the social's not very super useful, but molting is kind of useful. But I don't have a ton of carcination points, so it won't give me a ton of good stats. I think I'll just go mass. Kind of need to get a little bit better at this. Yeah, and see those holes right there that they're kind of sneaking into? That would be the holes I'm talking about. So we have a beak here. We really don't want beak. I also don't want mass. I know I just got mass, but I need more points to make it a higher rarity, because you can upgrade the rarity of things, and I would like to upgrade that rarity, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. It'll take too long. The desert is an okay place to be, but it does have some problems. Chunky is fine. Just gives me more physical damage. You do have a dodge. Ouchies. So, really don't want any of these. I really, really don't. Like, poison is nice. It is really nice to have. It's kind of dog shit early on, but it can get really, really, really strong. I would like a main attack that doesn't suck, though. That's the problem. And right now, my main attack's not great. I'm mostly... yeah, I got a lot of physical so far. I'm building mostly physical. So none of these are really floating my boat. I'm going to risk it and see what we can... yeah, that all sucked. Yeah, it all kind of sucked. Do we do it one more time? We'll do it one more time. Alright. Yeah, sure, fine. You know. And we're not going to get more mass anymore. So we are done. We should be having a boss here come real soon. And he should be just around the corner. Want to get that rare? We'll try for an outlier. Hey, I will take Shell. Shell's pretty good. Damage resistance, 12.5%. The big thing is you want to just get as many of these star ones as possible, because they give you a very unique upgrade thing that allows you these guys, the mutagenic points. I will take regeneration. It works out better than you would think. Yeah, first boss is usually pretty easy. It's got a pretty straightforward pattern of attack. He's got 3 different types. He's got a horn attack that has kind of a horn-shaped, U-shaped pattern of damage in front of him. He does a AoE slam around him that's not super far, doesn't have a big hitbox. And then he does his big charge forward that you saw. That's it. That's all he does. We'll go ahead and do Shell again. We will do Dexterous. And you might be wondering why. I think we're just going to have to get some dexterity stuff. Alright, so you have selections. Wings is fine, but not really great. Tentacles is pretty solid. It unlocks key arm-based evolution, some nice stuff here and there. You get a bit of ability, a bit of speed, but arms is really kind of the king. Feeding distance is very, very good. Allows you to eat from farther away. Ability 2, physical 2. Overall, just really... I've never, ever regretted getting arms. We got a lot of people running here. Damn it. Yeah, he's gone. Fuck it. I'm not sure why, but my RB attack wasn't coming out. Still not coming out. Yeah, these are all just really bad, and I really kind of need a main attack here. We're going to do Pincer. It's not a great attack, but it's fine. We're kind of a weird hybrid damage ability right now, which is not usually good. You kind of want to specialize in your damages here. Yeah, there's Jaws. We've been looking for Jaws forever. That was physical damage, and now we got... Here's the problem, is now you're like, okay, well, which attacks do I actually want? Now, claws are fine. They're not great. But Jaws is actually a bit better, kind of more up my alleyway. Physical is nice. I'm gonna go get Jaws. I'm gonna put Jaws there. So now we are mostly physical damage. We will get arms. Nothing about arms. That is bad. And we'll get legendary Jaws. We'll spend a little bit of our hard-earned mutagen points. And I swear the RB just doesn't come out. Let's get the final arms. Yeah, our damage is getting up there now. That's a good thing. I prefer not to be in water or anywhere near water. Water is bad. I really am not like... I really don't like Spur. I really don't like Spur. But I really can't get rid of Spur. Kind of stuck with it. I'll take reach. And let's just go. We'll get exoskeleton. Why not? Kind of wanted exoskeleton a little bit higher. It's a little low rarity. That's fine. We're making it work. I'd like to see some rares here. Look at the last shell. And we'll spend a little bit to get this guy up to there. Higher rarity, better stats on it. Good times. We got the big old big angry capybara. Yeah. Buddy. Alright, let's just get area. We're fine. We're fine with area. Guy chose the wrong time to get out of his little hole there now, didn't he? That was just bad luck on his part. A strategy that I developed is if you have two choices here, and you want both of them, you pick the rarer one, because if you have enough points, especially with something like this, like the very last tick here, I'm not going to get any more reach. It'd be nice if I could get this a slightly higher rarity, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to matter that much, but we'll see. Got a lot of damage heading my way here. Gonna be honest, there's a lot of people there. It really, you know what? Horns. There it is, finally. Finally, we're gonna get a physical-based attack. That's a little bit better. I actually really like Horns. Horns is kind of goated. Doesn't seem like it would be, because it's just a little horn attack. It's not super damaging, but the big thing is that it kind of is like a mini dash. See, you kind of getting close to him. And we kill some things. We're finally getting some of these boys here. Good lord. Scavenger is really nice eventually, because you do sometimes run across a ton of stuff. But we're killing things pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and go with Chonky. Gets me real big, but that doesn't really help me out right now. Body Slam is a good one. So Body Slam scales with my max HP, which I'm going to try to start getting my HP real high here. Yeah, it starts off kind of dog shit. Bad scaling, but the scaling is based on HP. Kind of turns you, if you're a League player, it kind of turns you into a Mundo, if that makes sense. Mundo builds lots of physical stuff, and his damage is somewhat based on his physical, so it's pretty good. We're gonna take a reach here. Sure. See how much damage we're doing here? Got to make sure you kill those rare ones. They are very nice to kill. We are going to do this to get them all legendary, and we'll do horns. I know there's a rare down there. We are going to deal with that eventually, but for now, we're going to just try to... We have a boss coming here. We're going to try to heal up from our damage that we just took. Jesus, this is all... That's all terrible. Hump is one we need. Regrettably, Hump is one that we definitely need. So why do we need Hump? Why is that so important? Hump is an infinite scaling health increase. So Hump, along with what we just got, as far as a main attack, goes pretty hard. We can get that one more right there. Our boy is really far away. Not sure why he decided to be that far away. Yep. Okay, so... Tentacles is pretty good. Legs are kind of fun, so we'll do legs. We do need to get the hell out of the water, though. We do not want to be anywhere in the water. Or, honestly, anywhere. So here's the problem of being big is, boy, you get hit a lot because you're just kind of there. But on the plus side, alright, and we're going to upgrade Hump because it is the last pip. So now instead of just going from 2, instead of just, you know, going a little bit, now we're going to go up even more. We're at rare. Pretty nice. It's not the best, but it's fine. Chunky or legs. I am gonna go legs. It gets us to a evolution a little bit faster. Those evolutions can be quite nice. Alright. Don't like any of this. We'll go for antennae. It's actually kind of useful. What that does is that increases my ability to see, in the sense of I can see things around me, like the stars and whatnot. And there is, if you notice, a little bit of a pause, in the sense that when you attack, you kind of slow down, especially your main attack. It's not a charge, which is why I really like the horns. Because it basically gives you like a mini little extra thing. So the dash here, there's only one bit of it. It's not very good. It does have a better cooldown. I am gonna choose it because why not? Try to stay out of there. So you see how I'm kind of seeing a bit more on the bottom of my screen. You can see lots of stars. Lots of stars, lots of question marks, all that's good stuff. Plating is actually pretty good. Fungoid's weird. Mushrooms can give you lots of good stuff, but they also can be poisonous to you, so it's kind of a... Like, they give you tons of upgrades. Like, here's a poison, no effect. You choose it, you get a lot of good from it. It's just also kind of a weird thing to use. Go ahead and do antennae. It's not exactly what I want. I kind of... And we'll take the legs, we'll get the specialization, and we'll do... Excuse me. Arthropod. So now we're more like a crab. See, here's why scavenger is actually really useful. You see all that food down there? None of that food was killed by me, so that food is good. We are going to do this to get plated up a bit more. And then we're going to get the rare version of molting. Because that gives me something for my special. Ow. Yeah, especially around the halfway point, all of a sudden you start getting some really crazy good stuff. We're going to choose musculature, even though I probably should have chosen... See, look at all this. Look at all this food here. Crazy food. Yeah, we're burning. We're burning. And what do we want? None of this. I'll choose some more plating. I kind of need to start stacking my life a little bit, but I think we can do with advance. Really don't like being in poison. Alright, so this one's a pretty useful one. Carnivore. Carnivore. Increase my meat progress by 35%, and you start stacking that, which means you start getting tons of stuff. Scavenger also stacks with that, so all this extra meat right here that we're just eating, all this tons of extra goodness. Yeah. That means you get a lot. Forager goes very hard with this build, because that means more health food drops. And the more health food, I'm going to actually hold off on Forager because I would like to upgrade it. And you can start seeing I'm actually gaining a lot of damage to my main body slam because, again, I have Hump. It's slow, but I am gaining it. And Hump, again, scales off of my health. If I'm able to just keep my health up and avoid getting hit, every time I hit a... Oh, this is kind of an interesting thing. Poisonous saliva is very strong because poison goes super, super hard. I don't know if we really need it, though. Because nothing... Because it's a Jaws, a Beak, a Leech, or a Spit attack, and I have none of those. Except for Jaws. Jaws is pretty good. But we're trying to... I'm going to stick with my build currently. We're going to reroll. And we'll get antennae. I don't really need whining, though Charm is hilarious. Charm actually can be rather good. I have done, in the demo, I did a Charm build, which is pretty damn strong. I've never done Snout. And these are the things that you can find across the world. They're not super useful. Like, some can be okay, but for the most part I find that they are meh. These guys are always poison. The tree is what it is. Gain full level of progression. And we're going to upgrade plating to legendary. And you see how much damage we're doing there. And just kind of insta-killed. And then we are going to upgrade Forager to legendary. None of these are actually very good, regrettably. The only thing I would see is maybe Alpha. It's not super great. And we'll have meat progress go up. There we go. We're not getting too high of hits, but that's mostly my fault. And nothing getting from the spiders. We'll get a little scavenger, why not? We are hitting pretty hard at this point, which is good. Chonky's fine. Trying not to poison myself too much, but I'm failing. And nighttime again is an annoying time because you just can't see anything. Alright, Jaws. Jaws, I'm really starting to think maybe I want Jaws instead of the Slam. The Slam does do good damage, don't get me wrong. But Jaws has a unique thing. Deals 50% less damage, but it drops twice the amount of food. We do that. Now, if we don't outright kill them, or we make sure to kill them with the Jaws attack, they drop twice as much food, which is crazy. Crazy amounts of food. We'll go ahead and do alpha. Why not? We are very big. We are basically boss size at this point. We'll go ahead and get Jaws up some more. We'll get Body Slam up. That increases our damage a lot. We're going to upgrade to Rare. We'll get more regeneration. More antennae. Damn it, didn't really want to do that. Wanted to kill him with Jaws. We'll spend it, because why not? There we go. Those guys are way weaker than I thought. We'll do this. Get a full level progression. It's us more fatty fat McFattersons. I don't want any of those things. We're gonna choose that. Cheek pouch is actually not bad. I know it seems like it would be, but it's not. Because what cheek pouch does is, as you're picking up food, you can only eat so much. Now, it doesn't really help with arms, but arms picks up the food, puts it in your cheek, and then you can eat more. So sometimes you'll pick up food that takes a while to eat, and I don't know. It's fine. It's honestly actually not going to work that great with arms, because arms eat so fast, and I eat so fast that I don't really need it. Not sure I care. Like, again, they keep trying to give me Snout, and I'm not sure I care about Snout. Carnivore, I do care a lot about. More legs? Sure. Got to get out of the desert. These things, these claws come up from the desert, and boy, they suck. My word, he's got a lot of life. Kind of want something that actually helps me. Like more legs. It's not rare, but it's fine. I really don't like my charge. I really don't. We'll do regeneration. with the final bit of Jaws. So now we're doing a ton of damage. And we're scaling. We're doing quite a bit to these dudes. That guy I hit over 200. And again, at this point, I should be using molting a lot more, because I keep forgetting to use it. I could have probably used it like a dozen times here, but I kept not using it. Chonky's going to go pretty hard here. That helps with a lot. We are gigantic at this point. And we're hitting pretty hard, and we got the final boss. And do we have enough, as much health as he does? No, we don't, but we do a crazy amount of damage. And he's dead. And that's a win. Oh, very nice, very nice. That was a good run. Solid run. Very solid run. And we got pressure 7 unlocked. Lovely. I guess nothing there. All right, that was a nice run. Nice, quick, easy looking run. So we could start again. We're going to do, let's see. Again, it's really hard to pass this guy up. He's not amazing, though. And specializations are pretty useful. Let's do a specialization. So let's see, what kind of build? We might want to do something kind of unique here. What kind of build do we want to do? Want to try doing a passive one? I don't know. First off, we just have to do stuff. We're probably going to actually die here. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, for some reason I just, sometimes you get it where you are just attacked by everybody. And it kind of sucks. Rerolls are actually kind of nice. We'll do the reroll. And, of course, we're in snow. I don't know why we're always in snow, but we're always in snow. Great. And it might seem stupid, but I'm actually going to go cheek pouch. Because early on, when you're kind of slow at eating, cheek pouch is kind of helpful. I have never gone for a vegetarian build. Ever. Not ever. I'm going to re-roll this for free. And get kind of crap, but we'll go Beak. Beak is alright. Beak is ability damage. God damn. They're attacking fast. So ability goes pretty hard with them, helps out quite a bit. The other thing about that is ability is also the scaling stat for what's the poison. So I find that my ability runs tend towards the poison route. They're really aggressive today. We will go Saliva, because that gets us the spit. the poisonous spit eventually. We will keep going with saliva. And he's gone. The rabbits do drop really good food. It's just they're really hard to hit. Not great on any of this. We'll choose cheek pouch. Having a hard time dodging here. Oop, that was a little bit of weirdness right there. Alright, boy, I would really like to get this actually of a higher tier than what I'm currently running. And we got him. Nothing really floating my boat here. Not seeing any rares. Don't really like any of that. Area of effect is fine. Not liking any of these things. I will choose. Guess I'll choose scales. Maybe we'll try finding a desert here. I'm not sure if desert was over this direction, but there it is. A desert can be sometimes useful. There's not a single thing around me, and I don't know why. Plating is actually pretty damn useful, but we'll choose regeneration. There's a rare guy, finally. Jesus, we're nearly dead. Got a star up here. Let's go grab this star. Where are you, star? There you are. Lovely. I'm gonna get reach because I would like to really want to have the points. I feel like every time I get ambidextrous or anything else like that, I'm getting kind of shafted. We're gonna have a boss here in a smidgen of a bit, which isn't exactly great for me, mind you. We're just gonna beat the shit out of everything here. Just absolutely chaos. Jesus, just fine. Oh, god damn it. I forgot he was still alive. I'm like, wait, hold on. Why did I get hit? Why am I getting hit? Again, it's a fun game. It's a fun little game. It's not super amazing or anything. It's a fun, charming game. Rerolls are... It's kind of nice having cheap rerolls. We'll choose Beak, why not? And I'm kind of... The big problem is yeah, once you start getting these higher tiers of stuff, like you just get whacked a lot. And if you're just not getting your dodges right, which I haven't been getting my dodges right at all, you just kind of get beat up. We'll choose more Beak. Gotta remember to stay on the food. And these little raccoon dudes are actually kind of annoying because they run about really fast. They give okay food, but kind of a pain in the ass. And this is all not good. Like fur, I guess we could go in the cold. I'm not sure I really want to be in the cold, though. It's kind of annoying being out there. All of these are really kind of lame. That's a really lame start right there. All right. We'll go for the carapace. Or whatever. Yeah, you cannot get hit by the big guys, though. The big guys, they hit you. They do so much damage. It's really bad. Get all this food that we dropped. Can't quite get both of them. I guess we'll choose Beak, and we will do Unoccupied Barrows. I like the long one, because I close up the barrows that some of the creatures like to hide in, which means that I can then get them. It also makes food available. So maybe this will be our defensive run here. See, now we got the plating right there and the damage. I'm going to upgrade the rarity. Beak. I'm going to come over here, close up this barrow, get some free food. We don't really like all of that, so we're going to reroll. I don't want Chonky. I don't really want Chonky. I know it's funny, but I really don't want actually Chonky. We will choose... We're going to try for an agility armor build. That's kind of a weird thing to say, but... Normally those things don't really go together. Boy, this guy is just... Running away from me about as fast as he goddamn can, isn't he? Fine, we'll eat the... Where's the star? Come on, where are you, star? Why are you... There you are. Get some more of this. Might as well grab these things. They're not super useful. Mostly what they're good for is just heat and cold adaptation, which is fine. I've never gotten rare reach, I don't think, so we'll get that. Increase regeneration, absolutely. Regen is quite nice. So our damage is absolutely dreadful, I might add. Yeah, it's something we are struggling a bit with. Something we could use more of, certainly. 5 mutagen points, that's very nice. I like mutagen points. You bitch. Sure. Yeah, we're a bit light. We're very light on damage. We will do Stinger. Stinger is actually kind of useful. It's a terrible attack, but it has poison. Poison can be super strong here. It has the worst range of any attack I think I've ever come across in this game. Like, it is genuinely disturbing how bad it is. But it is poison, and poison does do a lot eventually. Okay, I don't know why he's gone forever. We'll pick some more Stinger. We always pick Arms. Arms is just goated. It's hard to kind of overstate how goated Arms is. We're going to get some Cortex here. I would like some eating speed if I can find it, but I don't know if I will. Pick some more Cortex. Or that. We got our Arms now, so we're doing okay. Poison damage is okay. We'll get that, and that'll stack. If we can just get some more. I think if we can just get a little bit of, like, maybe some poison spit, that'd be pretty cool. Why is the star just... Sometimes the stars literally just haul ass, like, as fast as fucking humanly possible away from you, and you're just like, why are you... Why? Why are you running from me? We'll get Forager. Come on. I get it. You're pissed off at me for some reason, game. You want me to lose my goddamn mind. You're angry at me. I angered you. I angered the gods somehow. Get some foods, eating good. Oh, we just kind of one-shot that guy. Get the final bit of carapace, sure. And I'm not digging what I have as far as life and damage resistance. We're pretty low. So if we get hit like once, we're kind of in the shitter. We're still using Beak. Beak gets me more damage, but we're going to go plating. We're just going to start armoring ourselves up. Even though armor does take a little while to regen. Scavenger would go pretty hard right there. Not gonna lie. Okay. Everybody just kind of running away from me. I know arms is better, but... Alright. I really don't want it just to be a sea of those guys here. Because they don't do anything. They just run about in circles, pissing me off. But I will take the insane amount of free food here. Holy crap. Hey, saliva, that gets us poison spit. I've been looking for you. Come on, eat that last little bit of food. I'm actually going to get stomach here so I can eat a little bit faster. Yeah, the desert is actually nice for one thing. It gives you a crazy amount of free food because everything dies in the heat. Except when it just everyone decides to run away. Everyone's just running away. We could actually die here just from the burn. I have no shade. Yeah, I had no shade, so we just insta-died. This is why you can't fight in the fucking desert. Never fight in the desert, guys. You just insta-die. No fun. No fun allowed. I don't like any of these. Guess we put that. None of those were really my favorites. So we got exoskeleton. That gets us to molting eventually. Let's go for that. See if we can get molting early. We're going to choose Pump early, because those are all infinite scalars. They're not the best scalars, obviously, but they are infinite scalars, and anything that's an infinite scalar is good. I don't like any of the other legendaries, so we'll do Outlier, and I guess we'll do... you know, alright. Alright, we'll do a passive run. We'll do a charm run. That's a bit weird, but it's fine. Charm can be actually pretty strong. And that guy was just going to kill me. He was not charming at all. Of course, it only charms on damage, so it's not particularly useful to me. We can do Tail. Tail might get us to Wag. And if we Wag our Tail, we can automatically charm people around us. Because we're kind of going for a charm build, you know? Yeah, there was no way we're going to catch them. Oh, good. Health. I kind of needed it. Damn it, my charmed guy was the first guy who got knocked out. I don't know if I care. There we go, he's charmed now. He'll run about, try to do some damage for me. I guess some of these creatures. I'm gonna go... Carapace. Now I have 2 allies. 3 allies, but I'm also nearly dead. And that guy's just gone. Look at him run. Look at him run. I don't know why they run like that sometimes. It's like they see me, just instantly go, oh, wait, hold on. This guy actually needs to kill me. Let me just ruin his day. Now, sadly, these guys are not particularly useful in the sense that they are utterly impossible to catch. Get some free food here. I don't want detachable tail. It's kind of okay. I'm not sure how useful it'll be. Feeding, we kind of need. We're eating a bit slow. I guess now everybody's just running from me. I got my little squad here. I don't understand why they're running from me. Kinda need them to stop running from me. Sadly, my guys are all really slow. And they're never gonna hit them. Just never gonna hit them. Boy, the Charm build, I think they kind of destroyed. Charm seems really dog shit right now. I cannot... Like, the guys are really slow. Even by Charm standards, like, that's just bad. Wonder when I get my armor back. If I ever get my armor back. Tail wag. Well, desperately needed it. Again, I'm not sure how useful it'll be, but choose social. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this, I'll be honest. It's seems like a bad build. Well. Yeah, for every guy you have charmed, you, depending on what type they are, they do different things. They can give you different passive abilities. I didn't mean to hurt that guy. I don't like any of this. I mean, I guess we'll get an upgrade of Tail Wag. Create a little army of people. I'm not getting a lot of levels. So I'm a little bit light on stuff here. I mean, we got a lot of allies. I'm just not sure how much they're actually doing for me. Damn it. You killed one of my allies, you rat bastard. I guess we'll get Carapace. I kind of need to eat things a little bit faster. I'm a little slow in that regard. But we are killing things, kind of. I think it's mostly the poison boys there, the poison cloud farters. I'm kind of digging this stupid build we have here. This weird passive army build, even though it's kind of terrible. Not like by a lot. I don't know where all my guys are. All my guys kind of disappeared. Social went up by 2. Free food. Boy, I kind of wish people weren't just poisoning me, my own buddies, my own friends. Poisoning the shit out of me. We don't have a lot of people here. So let's see if we can grab some people real quick. And we're going to get the final rare of Carapace. Trying to not burn alive. We're going to try to get out of the desert here because it'll kill my guys. Alright, we have a couple more we could get. Let's go down here. Damn it, all the food just disappeared. Go, my little buddies. Fuck them up. We'll get plating, too. I mean, he did just, like, murder everybody. But considering I didn't have to do much to him, I'm going to get Tail Wag. Because I would like, if possible, to get Hump and then upgrade to Hump Legendary. So that early on, that should start getting me a lot better stuff here. God damn it. Alright, everyone needs to stop running about like assholes. Or I need to get faster. We're gonna do... I'm gonna do speed. Lots of things happening here. Let's go and get dexterous up to that. There we go. Now everybody's charmed. We have a fair amount of charm going out. We're just going to let them kind of murder the field, see how that goes. Kind of wish I could eat a little bit farther. I'll get the last bit of alpha, why not? Where are you going and why? I hit you. You should be aggressive to me. Good tail wag up, why not? Trying not to hurt myself, but it's kind of hard. There's so much poison everywhere. There's so much poison. Sure, I mean, I hate dash. I really do, actually. I kind of would like some actual damage for myself. Like I kind of need, at this point, a bit more, like, arms. Arms would be real cool right about now. Now, we got some slow boys. They are not very good, but if you can get them on a boss, they can do pretty good. Get tail up just a bit more. Ooh, very rare food right there. Very good. Too bad I don't have carnivore, right? I'll take molting. Get a little bit of upgrade. I don't really love the what I have right now, but I do have a fair amount of people. Our boss is going to be here pretty soon, actually. So we got to be aware of that. We don't want to fight him in the sand, if possible, but we are probably going to fight him in the sand here, because it's all taking too long to eat. Alright, let's get on over here, guys. Come on. There we go. We got all the guys. We got all the guys. Come on, where's the boss? This is definitely useful. So 3%, so that means it's 30% damage right there. That's pretty good. Stop hitting me. Kind of wish we had a bit, because I wanted to get that to like legendary. That would be pretty cool. Sadly, I think all my guys are on the outskirts here. Nah, and all the damage dealers are stuck away from me. Yeah, this kind of all sucks. I'll pick molting. But yeah, all my damage dealer guys are gone. Like all of them. They all died. And we're dead. Well, that was lame. Like, they all just instantly got cooked. And again, because the wall popped up, because sometimes walls pop up and sometimes they don't. Yeah, I couldn't get him back. So yeah, you can do a little bit of a minion build, but you still need a lot of damage for yourself. You simply can't. You can't survive. Bosses insta nuke your dudes. They did do a lot of damage to him. They killed a ton of his armor for how late game he showed up. They did a ton of damage to the armor. That just couldn't survive. Oh hey, look, bots. We don't like bots. Okay, so it's a fun game. It is. And again, we can beat Pressure 7 eventually. It's just, I think trying to do a minion build on any pressures that are higher than like 4 or 5, it just kind of doesn't work out. You get okay stuff, but just not enough. It's just not enough. You don't do enough damage. You need to... You're spread too thin. You're spread onto trying to get your passive attacks to actually do something. Like your passive charm chances and all that. And then you're having to do that along with stacking health, armor, something else, plus also stacking your attacks. Whereas which is just a normal attack build, you're just doing your armor or your passive abilities that help you and your attack. With the minion build, you have to basically do all three. You have to do passive abilities, your attack, and your minion stuff. And it kind of spreads you too thin. Just spreads too thin. Too thinly, I say. Too thinly. Well, that's, again, it's a good game. I think it's really fun. I think we might do a couple more runs of this eventually. But I know this was a really short stream. But I have been working overtime. Hence why I'm so tired. I'm trying to finish this book. And we're getting close. Again, we've got about maybe 7 chapters left. We had to sadly kind of say goodbye to a couple of chapters just because, like, as I was writing, I'm just like, okay, we need to change direction on this, swap this out. But it's good. It's going good. I'm proud. I'm happy of it, and eventually we'll send it out to some readers for reader feedback. Try to get that as quickly as possible while also doing some further editing. And then I think we might be shopping around. I need to look up some local publishers and whatnot and around here. Send it off, see if anyone's actually interested. But we might just do self-publishing, honestly. We might try to self-publish. See how that goes. But Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Until next time, and as always, I hope you have a good one. We might do a night stream. We'll see. I'm gonna see if we can do a night stream tonight. But until then, have a good one.